Hey guys, welcome to Disneyland Experience. My name is Kevin, and we are here live at the D23 2015 Expo right here in beautiful Anaheim, California Convention Center. We are currently live blogging the Galaxy and Universe live action movies coming to Walt Disney Studios, the live action panel that's taking place right now. We just finished doing part one, which included Captain America, Civil War, as well as Doctor Strange. Now, while we're just doing also the audio blog here, I also have guys at the panel right now that we're able to sneak in some recording devices, and we do have clips from those panels coming up here on the channel, as well as the footage from Civil War. You can see that here description of that footage in our previous video. Now, we're only going to put up these clips about 5 minutes every hour or so because we don't want them to get taken down. We don't want to get copyright strikes. So the best way to see these clips is to subscribe to the channel so that you can see when they pop up in your feed. Try and click them as fast as possible, get them loaded up, and watch them, because I guarantee if you wait to click, that video might not longer be available or might not even show up because we will have removed it. We did the exact same thing with our Ant-Man trailers. We got up to about, I think, 7 or 8 million views altogether on all those two post-credit clips because people just wanted to see it. And so now, though, we are continuing our coverage of the live action panel. Currently, the Jungle Book presentation is now up on stage, so we're going to cover that. They're going to do some more live action Disney movies, and then we'll get into Star Wars. But until then, let's talk about some Jungle Book. So just waiting right now for some information from the panel to come in, and I will of course report it the second it does. So and here it is now. So let's go ahead with the Jungle Book. So the director of the Jungle Book, and I'm going to try and get his name right, John Favreau. He did some Marvel movies, I think. I should get the name right. He says this is his first D23. He says that he was born the year that the original Jungle Book came out in theaters. Or came out. He says it is very close to him growing up. Was that first animated movie? He's been hanging out with Disney's Richard Sherman, who did a whole bunch of course, timeless Disney songs. So he's been hanging out with him to try and get the music right for the music for the Jungle Book and kind of the feel. He's talking about enjoying the cutting edge of Disney, reminding people that even Steamboat Willie was something really big and huge when it first arrived for the first time. He says how he wants to do things in cinema that no one else has ever done. He says that the best CGI is the CGI you can't see, which I 100% agree with. Oh, some cast members are here. Ben Kingsley has just taken the stage. We also see a young Neil Sithey, who plays Mowgli. Neil is the only live actor in the film. This film was essentially made into an animated film. Interesting. Sethi, age 10, seems very confident addressing the crowd, or the massive crowd. Ben Kingsley says his favorite Disney memory is hearing "When You Wish Upon a Star" for the very first time. He heard it when he was Neil's age, and it stuck with him ever since. They describe Neil of having astounding purity. Ben Kingsley, of course, plays Bagheera in the movie. So they reveal a poster for the film, which they say will be given out as we exit. Oh, that's pretty awesome, so we'll have that. I will have also pictures of the poster, which can be seen here. I'll put that in the video right now. Oh, they're about to show a clip. Here we go. So we're getting reports that the CGI so far for the clip is pretty flawless. It's more or less a trailer. It's more or less a trailer than a clip. It's narrated by Scarlett Johansson, who plays Kaa in the movie. So the director reminds the crowd that the entire film was shot in Los Angeles. Bill Murray is seen humming the bare necessities, which is awesome, which becomes a part of a big booming score. Apparently, this trailer received a huge standing applause from the audience, so that's a really good sign. We'll have more details from the trailer as it comes. It looks like that's all I have for you right now. Up next is Alice Through the Looking Glass. Wasn't the biggest fan of the first Alice in Wonderland movie, but they say the CGI for the bear or for the Jungle Book was on par with Dawn of Planets of the Apes, which is awesome if that's true because that was really really good Dawn Planet of the Apes CGI. Let's see. So Johnny Depp is returning, of course, for the new Alice in Wonderland, as well as Anne Hathaway. I thought she was pretty good in that movie. Uh, Sacha Baron Cohen will play a new character named Time. Of course, he's going to be in a Tim Burton movie. Why not? Because of time, Alice meets the characters at different points in their lives. Oh, that's kind of neat. So maybe some time travel stuff. So some of the characters will get their own prequel stories in a sort of way. Yeah, he says they're saying there's a lot of time travel in this movie. They're showing off a sizzle reel for Through the Looking Glass as we speak. It begins with Alan Rickman's voice as the caterpillar slash turn into butterfly. You've been gone too long, Alice, he says. There are matters which might benefit from your attention. She's been traveling in the real world. We see her getting off a boat. She's led by a butterfly to a door. She opens it and walks through. It begins to fall as the other side actually opens into the sky. She falls into a pink plush world, it looks like, and emerges to see the White Queen and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They're worried about the Hatter. There's a shot of him and he's gone entirely grey and looks quite upset. They want her to go back in time to save him. What could possibly go wrong? Asks Tweedledee. We see Time's castle. He seems to be made of clockwork. There's a lot of quick shots of fights, a younger Red Queen. Still, Helen Boehm Carter. Why do I always have trouble with her name? Time is pushing Alice, and the footage ends as Time approaches the Hatter at his tea party and asks when Alice will arrive. I have always wondered, says the Hatter, when soon is. And now they're moving on to, oh, Pete's Dragon's getting a movie. That's pretty awesome. So I'm moving on to Pete's Dragon. Oh, and Bryce Dallas Howard is taking the stage. I wonder if she's going to be fighting the dragon in high heels, in high-heeled shoes for this movie. They're also showing a logo of the movie right now, which we will put in here in this clip. Spicy, spicy, spicy. She says she's really proud to show this one with her kids, and they're going to show us a brief clip. Again, old clips, we're going to try and have you guys up on the channel, so stay tuned for that. We are still filming the live action as we speak. This is just our live audio version of the panel, so more to come. There is an extreme close-up shot of a kid sitting with his hands down on a dragon's body, but it's so close up that we can't see anything but the dragon's hair, it looks like. Basically, a young boy is found having lived 6 years in the woods, looks like by himself. How could he survive alone? Robert Redford's character asks Bryce Dallas Howard's character. He says he wasn't alone, she says. There's a crude child's drawing of a kid, that a kid did of a dragon that we see Redford looking at. It looks like a dragon is covered in light hair. And it looks like that ends the coverage of Pete's Dragon. So very short, but apparently it looks very grounded, it looks realistic. So yeah, good on Disney again. I loved Pete Dragons growing up, so I'm pretty excited for this. So let's see what comes next in the live action panel. Hey, so now they're moving on to Beauty and the Beast. Shooting is happening right now in London, and it's definitely a musical take on the story. Watson couldn't be here. She has a message though that she recorded and sent. We'll see if we can get footage of that message up because I think everyone loves Emma Watson. I definitely have a soft spot for Hermione. There's also a message from Luke Evans and Josh Gad together. They're playing Gaston and LeFou. Uh, they even sang a bit of the Gaston song, which I love. The film includes two new songs from Alan Menken's 2, which is great. And that's it for Beauty and the Beast. So really short, really quick, but they said that you kind of get a feel of how well it's going to be, how excited those three cast members are, and how much work they're putting into it. That they're not just giving this kind of like a throwaway. This is going to be something spectacular when it does come up. And now they're moving on to Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. And you know what? We're going to cover that in part 3 of our live coverage. So we're going to end this video here and we'll continue part 3 with Dead Men Tell No Tales. Remember that the Star Wars panel is still coming up as well, a part of this huge live action panel that Disney is doing right here live at D23 Expo 2015. Again, all of the footage and coverage is coming still. This is not it, guys. We have cameras there recording live right now. We have footage from the Civil War trailer, well, not really trailer, I guess, more footage that was shown. We have that coming. We have stuff from Doctor Strange coming, and we will have Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Book, including that Bare Necessity song. It's all coming on the channel. Again, we don't know if we're going to be able to keep it up for long, so we'll be posting every 5 minutes or so and then immediately taking it down. So please click that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the footage. Again, feel free to unsubscribe when you're done or keep subscribed if you want to stick around. We post end credit scenes for things like Ant-Man, Age of Ultron, and any upcoming Disney movies. We'll have stuff about the upcoming Disneyland theme park expansion, which is coming up here. They have a big panel in about 3 hours where they should be announcing for Disneyland, specifically Star Wars Land, as well as a Marvel expansion, which is super exciting stuff. So by all means, if you want to stay subscribed, that's wonderful. We would love to have you here at the channel. If not, totally understandable. Here to get your D23 fix and then move on your way through the wonderful world of YouTube. Totally fine as well. But as I say, we're going to cover Star Wars, or not Star Wars. We're going to cover Pirates of the Caribbean and Star Wars in our next part here. Again, we are live at the D23 Expo. I am right outside of the World, Galaxies, and Universe live action at panel for Walt Disney Studios, and we have a lot more to come as the panel is only about halfway done. So keep it locked right here to Disneyland Experience, and we'll see you guys right away in part 3. So catch you there.